Hello and welcome to a photo diary, photo review type of video. So this is just going to be going through the photos I took whilst I was in Switzerland and Italy. So just, I guess, to preface it, all these photos and any videos I use were all taken before I actually got a dedicated camera. So I was using my phone and I was just kind of more, I guess, yeah, just taking photos as you do when you're on holiday. No, like trying to actually do like a proper, you know, photo diary type of entry that I've been doing the past few times. So, but I still thought that there were some really interesting shots that I took. And I guess starting with those in the air shots, I don't think anybody can say they don't like these types of shots. Well, that's probably an over generalization, but I like them anyway. So starting off with the ones in the air. So of course, there's the one with the plane right next to the plane I was in. I just really liked the way, I guess, it looked. There's a lot of blue and white. The flight wasn't actually that long, but in that period of time, managed to get, yeah, this shot with the plane to the left. And then there's also a shot with it actually up above, which also looked really cool. Actually, just about, I wanted to just get just the plane and the sky, but you can see there's a bit of the actual cabin window in the corners there. But either way, I still think it looks really cool. I think these were the Alps at this point, because I think we're coming down to actually land. I just think they look really nice. You know, I hadn't actually been to like this big of a mountain range before. And I mean, you'll see in the shots later on in the video, and I'll kind of explain my thinking and how, I guess, enthralled I was with just how massive the mountains are. They kind of, they don't look real. I know I say this so often about some photos I take and some of the videos I'm like, oh, this doesn't look real. It almost doesn't look real, but they genuinely did not look real. And I could see where, I guess, all of the games get all their inspiration from, a la Skyrim and Assassin's Creed Valhalla as well. I think that's kind of the vibe I got when I was there. I was like, wow, like I can see the mountains. I can properly see them. Anyway. The fourth shot, yeah, it's off the mountains again. There's not a lot. I mean, there's not a lot to discuss about these photos, to be fair. But it was just, yeah, I just thought they looked really nice at the time when I took them, and even looking back at it now, it's just really cool. They're just so massive. Anyway, there was quite a bit of cloud coverage, as you can see from the top, you know, part of the shot. But you could, you know, I tried to frame, you know, even at the time I was trying to frame the mountains kind of in the middle of the shot while we're still in the plane. And I think that came out okay. I wouldn't say it came out that bad. And then, yeah, we landed, got some food. I mean, if you want to actually get like a full rundown of these, I posted, I think there's 3 videos off the actual trip. It's more of like a vlog type thing with some of the photos sprinkled in, but you can go back to those if you wanted to see the full story. But anyway, we got some food, and then we landed in Zurich, and then we wanted to get over to Zenetz, which I mispronounced as Zenez at the time when we were at the train station, and the guy was like, Zenez? What the hell is that? But he then, yeah, I showed him the kind of the location on the map, and I was like, oh, okay, Zenetz, okay. So when you're trying to get to Zenetz, you got to take a train. Now, I always knew Swiss trains were, or I guess views from them were going to be like amazing, because that's just something that I've always kind of maybe seen online. So I knew I was kind of in for a treat. So there's quite a few shots here. They're not gonna like, you know, the composition and the lighting is not gonna look that great, but I tried to kind of, you know, edit the images a little bit so that they looked a bit nicer than they were, but they still looked amazing because the views, just the actual views from the train window as we were going down, I think it took, I want to say up to 3 hours-ish for us to get to where we were trying to get to. But with that, so we'll start with shot 5. And shot 5, you can see, essentially, I felt like the trip on the train was kind of teasing what we were going to see, right? So we got like, you know, this mountain range in the back with a lot of snow on it. And there were, I guess there were a lot of like lakes, were they lakes or rivers, lakes? I don't know, on the route. So this shot tried to take a photo of the actual mountains at the back. Of course, there's a bit of a tree on the right, but that's fine. It didn't really ruin the shot, in my opinion. And I think there's another one, because there's 2 of them of this type. Yeah. So this is kind of shot 6. And you can see, so once again, that same mountain. I think I pretty much took these like straight away, like one after the other, because I'm pretty sure that's the same tree that's in the shot. So yeah, the mountains, we're kind of just looking at them, just thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure that's where we're going. And that kind of built up some of the excitement. And everything was just so clear, like the water was really blue, sky was really blue, because there wasn't too much cloud coverage at this point, and the mountains, of course, were just like this bright white, clear tips, just kind of going over and over in the landscape. So that was like really exciting to see. And then actually on the route itself, we actually started to see some mountains on the route. So at this point, we weren't, I don't even think we were even halfway on the train, but you could start to see some snow on some of the mountaintops. And this one I think I really liked because it almost looked like there's kind of like a little like road, not a road, but like a path. I say path, once again, you can see from like the top of the mountain, from like the very tip, it kind of like swings down to the left of the image. I guess it would be, the left of the image. It kind of swings down. It almost feels like that could be like, I don't know, if you could like snowboard or ski down there. Of course you couldn't, because that doesn't look like that's enough snow. But either way, I thought it looked really, really cool. It kind of actually looks like it kind of cuts the mountain kind of into 2 or even 3 sections, because there's like a bit on the left, which is mostly rock, and then there's that white snow-covered bit, and then there's a bit on the right. Yeah, that's the main focus of the photo, and that's what I was trying to take. And yeah, as I was saying, the more we went through, the more these cliffs and mountains that you would see. This is shot 8, with this person just chilling on the, I guess on the left, bottom left of the photo, with some of the houses, the buildings. So it's kind of, yeah, I think there was kind of 2 interesting sections of the photo, which is the houses, the person that you notice, and then of course the big mountains and cliffs. Of course, there's a lot of distraction, of course, as well in the image, because I was just taking this as we were going by in the train. So yeah, there's a bit of distraction, but I think it's still a nice photo to look at. And then moving to the 9th one, I think this one was kind of, I wasn't going to include this initially, but I think because I was looking at it, and you see the kind of the train line, electricity line, it kind of actually looks like it's on top of the mountain. So that's why I kept it, because I thought it looked pretty cool. And yeah, the mountain itself, it's just gigantic. I think that's just kind of, all I can say about them, because there's not really much more. It's just huge. And then I think we had to transfer off that train that we were on, because we kind of like went in one direction and then we kind of had to come back on ourselves a little bit to get to Zenit. And so as we were now on the second train, everything was looking a bit more snowy, shall we say. So let's see. Actually, there's a shot I saved for last, which is my favorite shot from this trip. Sorry, from the train. Anyway, we'll start with, the second train. So the second train, there's two shots, one with the crane, this yellow crane, right in the shot. You can see the buildings on the bottom, the crane, of course, like basically slap bang in the middle of the image, probably making the image worse, who knows. And then you've got the massive mountains in the back, and then of course the sky. I think the yellow orangey color of the crane kind of pops. That's why I kind of liked it. And then the next one, the crane is kind of there in the top right, but that's fine. I mean, it's, image 11. I have to say the numbers so that I know what I'm talking about, you see. Anyway, the crane is there, and I think the buildings, there's like one really bright one in the middle bottom section of the image, and then you've got this lovely mountain in the background. The crane probably detracts from the image. I'm just gonna say it, but either way, I still liked the image. And then the next shot is actually from the view of the hotel we were staying at. So there's just you can just see the mountains just going and going nonstop. That was actually in the direction we came from. There was more, you can't see it from the image, but there's more mountains on the left side, I guess, from where we were staying, and it just kept going. Like, it's just nonstop mountains. And at this point, I think it had snowed before, like maybe I want to say maybe the day before, 2 days before that. So the snow coverage there was quite a bit, but it wasn't crazy. And it was just once again, just these cabins, because we're staying in like this like wood cabin type of hotel. The mountains, there was just none, like it was just, there's just so many of them. So many things to look at. It kind of, we weren't there to hike. And it certainly was not the season to go hiking, I think. But it's something that I think we were like, oh, it would be really cool if we could have gone and hiked. Because we did see a few people going up some of the mountains, to be fair. Or these big, they are mountains at that point, I was going to say some of these cliffs and hills and mountains. Like, we did see people going out there with their dogs and stuff, and families. And there were a lot of skiers as well, just kind of coming down, I guess, from wherever they had gone to ski. Don't know much about a lot about the skiing in this particular area, because we weren't gonna ski in this area. We were gonna try to ski in Italy, but anyway, I'm digressing too much. The final image is my favorite one. So this is image 13 with the house, the orangey, it's orange, white and orange house, which it looks now, I'm like, okay, it's not people. I thought there were people on the roof, but it's not people. And the nice clear blue sky and the mountains at the back. This is my favorite image of the train journey. I actually remember taking this, as in, like, I vividly remember taking this, because I was like looking out the window and I was like, oh, I can see, because I think I could see it in the distance, and I was like, I would really love to take a photo of that. And I took it, and it's my favorite one. I just think the colors, the separation of, there's this funky barrier thing on the bottom. There's a midsection with the houses. Of course, it's a bit obscured. It's obscured the mountains in the back, but I think that's okay. and just the clear sky. The clear sky is really nice. So this is my favorite image of the train journey. I think if you ever get the opportunity, if you're blessed to have the opportunity to travel to Switzerland and go on some of the train journeys, I'm sure, yeah, I would 100% recommend. And I actually really wonder what it would look like in different seasons, because this was like proper winter time ski season, and I think it would be interesting to see what all these mountains look like when all the snow is gone as well, and all these what the train journey looks like. I would love to actually try that again. But anyway, that's that's kind of the images. I've split them kind of in 2 batches. So this is batch 1, which is basically on the train, and then batch 2 is just everything else. So we'll leave it at that for batch 1.